everyone, welcome back to The Beauty Matters with me, Lin Hussin on ALB UK TV. Today, I'm joined by London-based model Ciara. Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Very welcome. Ciara, you are the youngest guest I have so far, and I know you have enough experience to talk to us about modeling. So how long have you been doing modeling for?
About a year now. So,
how did you start it?
Well, I started 2 Septembers ago, and I got scouted on Instagram by Jeff Cox.
Mm-hmm.
And
who's Jeff?
So he's a producer for Top Model.
Yeah.
And so he asked me to apply for Top Model, which I thought, so I submitted. And he showed some of my pictures to some designers, and they were interested in me and asked me to do London Fashion Week for them. So I did London Fashion Week last season as well, and then I got signed to a mother agency in Milan in April last year as well. So it's just kind of started from there.
So it was a busy year for you.
Very, yeah.
Tell me about London Fashion Week. Well, people travel from all over the world to come for London Fashion Week because it's known for the amazing designers, the effort they put for the shows. How was your experience in London Fashion Week?
So I've done it twice, and I absolutely loved both times. So London's the main fashion hub around the world, one of the main capitals. And some of the designers, they come up with all sorts of incredible outfits, and you get to wear and walk in front of all the cameras, and you just feel really honoured for the designer that you walk for, because it's just amazing the effort that they put in as much as the models put in to walk for them.
Do you enjoy watching other shows, or just like you go for, it's like a job, you do your modelling bit and you leave? Or do you have interest in fashion yourself?
Yeah, so I've always been interested in fashion. My mum used to make wedding dresses as well, so I've always had that side of it. But I love watching the new styles made as much as walking and behind the stage, and you get to meet so many new people and have really interesting conversations with the designers themselves if they've got time, and it's just so interesting.
Who's your favourite designer?
God.
That's a tricky question.
Very tricky question. I've got to say probably Coco Chanel, just because of the historical background of Chanel.
And from model, you are also, like, do modeling, you are in school still?
Yes, still in school.
So after you are in your last year in school?
Yes, last year.
After school, what's next? What do you want to go more into modeling? Do you want to go for like further study?
So I'm signed for 2 years when I leave school in my contract with my mother agency in Milan to travel around and model in different countries and just gain more experience, meet new people in the modelling industry. But I have done my studies just in case in say a few years I do want to change, but I don't think I would because I love the modelling industry already so much. Yeah.
And it's quite changing as well. Do you think like it's changing this year comparison to the last, for example, 5 years?
I'd say that modeling's become very more inclusive, but with the fashion designers as well, I think it's also evolving. So everything
In what
changes.
way you think it's changing?
I'd say that the designers as well as the models are coming up with all sorts of more daring looks, as in like the styles of outfits and like the way runway shows are changing, I think, as well. And I just feel like everyone's being more inclusive in what a model can look like, and it's just the age range as well.
Yeah, so, age, sizes.
Yeah, so it's becoming more diverse, I'd say.
So you travelled already abroad and you tried modelling in the UK and outside. So tell me about outside then.
So
how it's different.
Yeah. So last summer I went to Singapore, and I was signed by Upfront Models agency there, and I actually really enjoyed it because it was my first time going to a different country to do modelling, because it was in summertime, so I wasn't missing much of school. But I'd say compared to the UK, it's quite similar, but the style of photos are different, as they are in all different countries.
Yeah.
Because everyone likes different looks and like different makeup styles. But no, I really enjoyed in Singapore, and I'm looking forward to travelling more with modelling and seeing different ways.
I'm sure you also enjoy, you meet lots of people when you travel. So.
Yeah, it was really nice because I was only 16 when I went to Singapore. It was nice meeting models that were more experienced in the castings, and like asking for advice or like how they found it, because quite a lot of them were like 20 or above, so I was quite young when I went.
Is it not competitive?
As well, because I do like to eat, but then I do also like to like exercise, but just for myself, like for my mind, like just to...
Do you watch your weight and size or...
Not too much, because I think you are who you are, and I think you should just be yourself and feel happy with your body.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When you did modeling in runways, in commercials, so it's like photo shoots.
Yeah.
Which one you enjoyed most?
They're both so different, because say with photo shoots, you're just like on a photo shoot you can like dance in it and like be like different styles and stuff, but then on a runway it's quite more nerve-wracking, because you've got an audience like around you, you've got the cameras at the end, and you just need to make sure that you don't trip, you don't fall, because you could be wearing like a really tight dress with like 5-inch heels, but then behind the camera on a photo shoot, I find it a bit more relaxing, because there's not like a massive audience watching you, but I really enjoy both of them. So
there's no, you don't prefer one more than
the
other.
No, I love both of them.
For young ladies who are watching now and want to go into modeling industry, what would you say to them, like advice from you?
Confidence is key. I'd say before you approach any agencies in London or any country, get a good portfolio, because then they can see like different looks that you have. I'd also say be very strong-minded, and like you can't be too sensitive in this industry, because you could get rejected from 50 agencies until you find the right one for you. So I'd say just like confidence, self, like how you look, because you need to be confident with yourself before you go behind cameras, and yeah, be very strong-minded.
You touch in a really important subject here, and I discussed it before with my designers, with models. People can get affected by rejection, especially if they tried and they will keep trying and they will keep saying no, but it is the industry, it is, let's say, like how that's how it is, that's a reality. So in my opinion, it can sometimes affect them how they look. Maybe they think they are not worthy, they are not good enough. How you went about rejection?
So I've been rejected from some agencies, but then I look at it as if more of an inspiration or like determination to like go get it more, or like approach different agencies or try something, or even ask advice from other models on like Instagram, like message them. But I just say take it as another hurdle to cross. So like just try again, try another one, try in a few months, because they're always looking for people at certain times. So agencies say maybe try again in 3 months, because they might have someone on their books that look like you, or like you just don't fit their style.
Yeah.
But then in say a couple months, that person might be gone, or like they might not be on their books anymore, or they'd be like, oh, she would fit our agency for so and so. So like I'd say just try.
Keep trying. In regards to portfolio, is it challenging to build a portfolio which suit like requirement from different agencies, or do you just do what you like and see who will approach you? Which way you think you should go about it?
Well, for portfolios, it is different for each country, like the way you present it. But I'd say if you're an upcoming model and you want to approach an agency, then you can always get test shoots from photographers, but just make sure like they're a good photographer, where they'll take pictures of you and you gain the photos as well as them gaining the photos. So I'd say just get, or even if like your friend is a photographer, just get photos, like, but make sure they're good quality and get good Polaroids and start it from there, I guess.
Yeah. Did you get enough support when you started?
Yes, my parents have been very, very supportive because I'm still in school as well, so they've really helped out.
How are you balancing between school and modelling?
I think I've balanced it quite well because it hasn't affected any of my grades or anything, but I have had to turn down some things because I've got my A levels coming up very soon. So I'm going to try focus on them as well as modelling because I've been very busy before Christmas with modelling and after Christmas. So I think I am balancing it. Like, it hasn't affected school yet, so hopefully it won't because I'm nearly done. So
yeah, it's the last part now, A level.
Yeah.
And then 2 years of travelling.
Yes.
You've been involved in Top Model. So what is Top Model? Just if you can explain it to the audience a bit more.
So Top Model is basically like a competition, but you can apply if you've never done any modelling or if you are a model. So I applied last year in last year's event, and
2019.
Yes, yeah. So I hadn't done any modelling at all, and basically they teach you the runway, like the classic runway that every runway would want.
Yeah.
And then there's different categories. So I was a Top Model editorial finalist, and then they also had commercial finalists, and then they had the men's section. So you do the competition, you raise money for charity, and there are the winners that gain maybe a agency contract from it or a lot of publicity, and basically you just learn and gain experiences and how you should walk the runway.
Yeah.
So I didn't win it, but I gained a lot of guidance and advice from it to then get signed after it.
Yeah.
And this year I'm actually a Top Model coach.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. We had a coaching day before Christmas, and it was really nice because that was the position I was in last year when I was meeting the new girls who were doing it. So they did ask for a lot of advice and guidance, but it was also nice seeing the girls walking in the hall, showing their walks, and everyone had different aspects they needed to improve.
Yeah.
Because everyone was different. And it was just really nice giving the girls advice and guidance of how they can improve in themselves on the walks.
But it's interesting that you done it just for a year and you came back to teach it after a year.
Yeah.
So it feels like it's more natural to you.
Yeah, I did really enjoy when I was asked back to coach because it was because obviously I didn't win it, but it gave me a feeling as if it just made me feel nice.
So it's not always about winning, right?
No, definitely not. Because even after Top Model, I didn't win, but then 2 months later I got signed with a really good mother agency, and then my journey just started.
So it's an important message for whatever you're doing. If you didn't win it, it doesn't matter, because it might be just you get the experience required, you build skills and take it from there, because many people stop after they don't win a title or in pageants, in modeling, in anything. So it's quite important to keep going.
Definitely, yeah, I agree.
Social media, we know how it's becoming really important in our life in a way of for business, for social life, for entertaining. So it's becoming a big part of our life, social media. Do you think it affects you as a model, or it helps you in a way? Do you have to give extra effort for social media to help you in your career?
So I really think Instagram is a very big social media platform, and it's really helped me in my modelling because that's how I originally got scouted for Jeff Cox with the London Fashion Week, but then also from my mother agency. And I really think it's a good social media platform because you can see what other models are up to, and you can follow agencies, and they usually put up casting calls so you can find out information.
Yeah.
But also the hashtags, they really help because say if you post a picture, there's loads of scouting hashtags, and then agencies or like scouts would look at them and then be like, oh, I like them. Because recently I posted a picture with Calvin Klein clothes on, and it was just a picture my mum took, and so I tagged in Calvin Klein, and because I was wearing their clothes, and they messaged me and asked me if they could use my photo. So that was like a really big thing for me, and that was all through Instagram. So now like they've used my picture on their Instagram and for their social media like marketing. So I do think it is really helpful for upcoming models and just models in general.
Do you do it as a just like personal platform, or do you use it more for like a business now? So do you really take care about the quality of the photos and the type of photos you take?
Yeah, so I have two Instagram accounts. So I've got one that I've had for years, and then also I created one when I started modelling. So
it's personal one for
like my friends and like that I post pictures with friends. But then I've mainly been focusing on my modelling one at the moment because I've been like getting a lot of attention.
So there's opportunities on there.
Yes, definitely on Instagram. 100%.
Ciara, you've been a great guest. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I want you to end the show with a message to people who are watching.
So if you're an upcoming model or you want to do modelling, just make sure that you're really confident, strong-minded, and just keep trying.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for my lovely audience. We've been with Ciara today. She gave us advices about modelling and tell us a little bit more about the industry itself. Stay with me, Lin Hussin, on ALB UK TV, Beauty Matters.